Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Old Day Lounge, where I'm going to be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did stuff. We finished off the all the quests in Yangsha. And today we're going to go and start in the Azim Steppe. Beginning with Reunion. Oh, I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever be able to sell my wares. So certain I could finally make a success of myself here as a trader. Oh, hello there. Tell me, have you ever tried your hand at running your own market stall? I myself have been struggling to sell much of anything of late. Observing someone else may be just what I need. Let me know if you feel up to the challenge. Oh, right. Are you willing to tend to my stall? Yep. Fantastic. I have a feeling I'm going to learn a lot from observing you. I've always prided myself on having a varied assortment of goods for sale. There should be something here for every kind of customer. Best of luck to you. Alright, one of these. Oh my, quite a selection of food you have. Let me think. Yesterday we had fish. Trader, would you recommend, what would you recommend for a bunch of growing boys with healthy appetites? Grilled fish, cheese, mammoth thigh, a tea brick. I would say mammoth thigh. That does sound nice, doesn't it? I will take your finest mammoth thigh. You made a sale. Nicely done. Give me a toy. Mummy said I could buy a toy because I've been good. I don't have much money, so it should be something cheap. What can I buy? Wooden horse, wooden pieces, cheap wooden flute, fancy multicolored doll. Take a wooden horse. That sounds like a lot of fun. Give it to me. It costs how much? Mummy didn't give me that much money. Really? A wooden horse? That does not sound like something... What the fuck? That does not sound like something that would be expensive. Jesus. Oh, I pine for that buxom maiden so, but I know not how to express my feelings. Whatever should I do? Scream for your love and hearing. Thanks, content gents. You get no one with a face that. What the fuck? I've got just a book for you. A book, you say? Pray tell. Just what is it called? Gives guided to child rearing, swim like an Asian, dragon tactics advanced to love songs of legend, sure. Love songs, now that you mention it, I remember her saying she enjoyed music. I'll take that book, thank you. Now is the quest gonna fail because I failed that one kid's freaking recommendation? You think this necklace suits me? I just bought it from that stall over there. Is that one of the eyes of Nidhogg? What a nice set of scarlet. Even better jewelry here. Tell me then, just what would you suggest I buy? Scarlet earrings. Black bracelet, ruby ring, a sapphire ring. I think scarlet earrings would work. Ah, those would go perfectly with my necklace. I will have them, thank you. That's it, I'm quite taken with this ruby ring as well. Give me both the earrings and this ring. Wow, them's some freaking claws on her. Eee. Eee. I must say I'm very impressed. No idea, there was still so much I got to learn about trading. Up to now, I'd simply recommended whatever I thought was best, but it is clear the customer's wishes should always be my top priority. Thank you for all your help. Okay, alright, okay. I don't have to do anything of this again. Okay, good. I mean, I kind of like these, they're funny, but the idea of like failing it and then having to redo it again is just Fancy doing some hunting for me? I have been so busy trading today that I've had no time to go hunting, which is an issue as I'm nearly out of boots ingredients. I'd like you to slay 4 stepped zoes for me and bring back their meat. You should be able to find them just outside of Reunion. Reunion. Cloud. Would you mind helping out a trader who is down on her luck? I simply need you to promote my wares to the locals. Try your best to bring the subject up as naturally as possible. I would specifically like you to mention the smoked fish I have for sale. I've got them back in Asari. Smoked fish from Asari, okay. Would you mind helping me with an investigation? Those who do business here are allowed to set their own prices. However, I have heard word of a trader that has been abusing the system by charging more for their goods exclusively for foreign customers. Should this continue, Reunion's reputation will suffer great damage. I've taken it upon myself to regularly check the trader's stalls, but I suspect the culprit is hiding their extortionate prices from me. That is why I require your help. Please investigate the local traders, taking note of their wares and the prices they sell them for. I've marked the 5 stalls I would like you to visit on your map. Report back to me when you're done. Okay, that is a lot of question marks on my map. Let's start by finding out just how Kestir communicate with one another. If we can learn this much, there's not much point in being there. Alright, if we can't, there's not much point in being here. It is to this end that I would have you ask the locals about their customs. Of course, I too shall try asking, although I fear I may have already gained an unfavorable reputation with the locals. Can't even begin to think why. Have you by any chance come for a walk around the market? I look after families' children while I stop here. I also keep my eyes open for any children that get separated from their parents. If you happen to come across any lost boys and girls, please tell them to come here. Hello. What an exotic aura you emit. I am an aura, yes. You must be a traveler from far-off lands. Can I interest you in some kumis? It is the most luxurious drinks I have on offer. All of our wares are being sold for very expensive prices. Well, if you wish to understand the Kestir, you should start by considering why this area was named Reunion. The Zayla tribes constantly fighting with one another, however, whilst they are in reunion, all conflict is prohibited. The area was founded based on the ideals of the Zayla coming together as one. That is a new quest, right? I think you have to do, yeah. So I say, smoked fish from Asari. Son of a bitch. What am I missing? Oh, right, I'm sorry. The capital I on Asari. Apologies. Have you ever had smoked fish from Asari before? I hear they're quite delectable. I've only had them once, but I will never forget it. One of the tastiest meals I've ever had for sure. If someone's selling it in Reunion, then I'll be the first in line to buy some. I don't know who was talking, so whatever. That's good. Can we get our hands on the juiciest fruit and vegetables available in your Reunion? All sorts are being sold for expensive prices. Jesus, man. They're all expensive. I had no idea there was a lady like that. I'll go and play with her until Daddy finishes his work. Though I do wish I knew where my brother had gone off to. Maybe he's with the lady already. Struggling to find something? Search no longer, for I am sure to have it in stock. Cheap prices. You would have me explain Kestir customs to you. I would assume most people would pick up those after spending a few days here. Mind you, our merchant friend makes me wonder. The Kestir refuse to speak. They think all words to be lies. If you wish to earn their trust, then simply follow this principle. It should be clear what you need to do. Let's say this. Cotton is sorry, you say. Might go and take a look later. You there, traveler. Can I interest you in some smoked meat? My prices may be steep, but satisfaction is guaranteed. Right. What are you talking about? I'm not lost. There's a lady here who looks after lost children. Maybe I'll go and speak with her. But not because I'm lost or anything. Yes, yes, yes. How many boots do you fancy, miss? Oh, I don't know, they're being sold at fair prices. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Oh. Oh, wait. No, I really need to remember this shit? Son of a bitch. Hello again. I'm pleased to say that I've had a few customers stop by since you went off to spread the word of my fish. If business continues to be this good, then I might have enough to buy some fur before heading home. The ocean breeze makes Asari a rather chilly place to live. I cannot wait to go back and see my husband again. Thank you for your help. Are you helping Gascott? Quite a handful, isn't he? He's not doing his fellow outsiders any favors. Of that you can be certain. You would well to tell him that it is about time he started following Castiri rules for a change. It's not just the Castiri, all the bloody Zale in this place hardly speak. They were quite good at staring, I must say. Did you fare any better? We're supposed to show our intentions through actions, you say? Yes, over-reliance on speech is something we should all endeavor to avoid. Then, there is truly only one thing for it. Gain their trust by showing them we come in peace. Yes, I shall greet all those in reunion and show that I only want to be their friend. Here's an idea, why don't you go and greet Kotota first? She's the one we really have to convince after all. Right, let me go and... Finished? Well, what did you learn? What does biter sell? Okay, so I need to... Okay, so the fuck... Okay, so the stuff that I skipped... Alright then. Fruit and vegetables. That's good. Botokai. Alcoholic beverages. Biter sells like all kinds of crap. Meat, fish, and assorted trinkets. Meat, fish, and trinkets. And just meat and smoked food. And she just sells boots, right? Yeah, okay. Rochambery, boots, Yesuri, something else. Biter, everything. Botokui, something else. Anyway, Biter sells this. How expensive are they? Was it very cheap or just cheap? Just cheap prices. What about Muscat? Man, Muscat sells fruit and vegetables. Expensive. Vegetables, expensive. I may as well use a freaking thing at this point. Let's see. Raw meat, sausages, and smoked food. Should just meat. And expensive. Watakui. Let's see. Alcoholic beverages and very expensive. Exorbitant. No, very expensive. Chambui. Just boots. And fairly priced. Well, let's match up with what I've learned myself. Well, if you exclude Bodokui. Kumis is hardly a luxury commodity in these parts. No doubt she was hoping a traveler such as yourself would be ignorant of the fact. She cannot be allowed to continue this kind of behavior. I will give her a stern warning later. Thank you for your help. The Castir had entrusted me with a reward that I was to give to anyone able to aid me in uncovering the crafty trader. I would say you have done more than enough to be worthy of it. Alright. In the tent. Or whatever the hell it's called. / me. Dota seems unsure how to react to your gesture. You wonder how to proceed. Kill her with kindness. She may not like this. Take a gentler approach. Kill her with kindness. So what are we trying to do? Like, she may not like this. I don't even know what that means. Take a gentler approach. Unsure how to perceive your actions. You wonder how best to communicate your intentions. Show you have nothing left to lose. Act as a lady should. Take a friendlier approach. This is very confusing. She just shrugs. Check out to herself, it seems all is forgiven and that you have earned her trust. Oh, fancy seeing you, Ergotota. Allow me to show you just how friendly I am. Behold, the bomb dance of Kugane. Come on now, do not be shy. Let us all get to know each other. Wait, why do you stare at me so? Well, it seems I've overstayed my welcome. Come along, Lynn. Let us not bother the lovely Castir any further. Pray meet with me outside. Yeah. I just noticed that the Castir, like, they talk in RP. I'm ever the optimist, like, they talk in emotes, basically. I'm ever the optimist, but even I would struggle to say with that went according to plan. I just don't understand. When I danced in front of a Castir earlier, several gathered to watch. Should have seen them then. They were beckoning for others to come look, pointing fingers, laughing. They loved my performance. After such a positive reception, I was certain Kotota would respond in a similar manner. Perhaps even dance with me, but no. All I saw was rage in her eyes. However, I have indeed gained a better understanding of their ways. Now I just need to consider how to approach them next time. In consideration of the fact that showing my enthusiasm through dance with little effects, I suggest we consider a new approach. Instead of approaching the Castir directly, we focus on improving my reputation with the other tribes. As I've previously mentioned, I brought countless goods with me from faraway lands, the likes of which the Zela have never seen. If I advertise these wares in Reunion, there will be crowds begging to trade with me in no time. Would you be up to the task of promoting my goods to those who have only just arrived in Reunion? I shall focus on the group that enjoyed my bomb dance performance. No doubt they are eager to see me again. Okay. There's also another quest over here I may as well grab. There's a matter I require your help with. I want to show my appreciation to the Castir for creating Reunion. The marketplace allows us to both trade and communicate with the other tribes. We would have struggled to do either before Reunion was set up. After speaking with my fellow traders, we decided that we would host a banquet for the Castir. However, 3 of them are still yet to deliver their food for the feast. I'm still waiting on Bider, Chambui, and Uto. Please seek them out and tell them you wish to discuss the banquet. Right. Now, my apologies for being so late. We Kakol are still few in number, and it took somewhat longer than anticipated to gather what we required. However, I can assure you that it will have been worth the wait. Made sure to collect only the finest ingredients to show our gratitude to the Castir. My apologies for the delay, though I think the Castir would enjoy what I have brought. Smoked fish straight from Asari. I would normally not go to such lengths, but the Castiri have done so much for us. The mere fact that they allow non-Zela into Reunion is truly commendable. No doubt their generosity is motivated by trade, but I'd be lying if I said it was not the same reason I, too, come here. Ah, the banquet. Do not worry, my contribution is ready. I have been incredibly busy of late, and it completely slipped my mind. Our tribe's hunters are so skilled, we often have more food than we know what to do with. Having somewhere like Reunion where we can trade our unnecessary meat is a great help to us. Let me go and get one of these things done outside of the place. Whoopsie, that is not the correct move. I do wonder though, has it always been like that? Is it always that button that I use? I guess it is. I did not need to kill this other. Actually, no, I did. I need to kill one more. But yeah, I've reached all my jobs to level 90. Like, not all of them, sorry, what am I talking about? I'm leveling them up in any case. Because, why wouldn't I? It's mainly because I'll be, like, when you think about it, like, oh, I guess you'd be wasting the XP of, like, the quest and all that jazz, which is technically true. But also, man, I don't really care too much about that. And the, what am I trying to say? The When I go through the MSQ, like thinking about like MSQ XP and all that jazz, I'll just be using the jobs that are introduced in that one, so I'll get to use that XP. So I'm good either way. Do you have any meat? We Daskar are somewhat different from the other tribes. To the other tribes, that all our hunting is done by our women. My little girls are already proving to be quite skilled with the bow and arrow. I'm sorry to take even more of your time, but could you deliver the Zoe meat to my husband? You will find him just behind that nearby tent. You say that there's a merchant about selling weapons from foreign lands? Interesting indeed, but why did you think to tell me of this fact? The poor man's been denied permission to trade in reunion. Well, I can certainly see why they turn him away if that's what he's selling. Though that works well for me. That is to say, he has my deepest sympathies. We Gessi are skilled hunters and are certainly the most capable of all the Zale tribes. We fully understand the importance of weaponry. I, for one, would certainly like to see your friend given permission to trade. In fact, I'll even give him some advice on how to plead his cause. While I'm talking to the merchant, I would advise you continue your efforts to win over the Gestir. Something you may wish to keep in mind, the Gestir are always in need of oil to keep the lanterns lit in your reunion. Slay a steppe Gedan and bring back a lump of its fat. The Gestir are sure to appreciate it, dear sir. In the meantime, I will tell your friend all about trading in reunion. I shall see to it he knows absolutely everything. Oh yes. Why, hello, can I help you with something? A key ingredient in the boots. Ah, you've been hunting for my wife, have you? You have my thanks. Must say it is quite nice to have the chance to speak with someone that does not belong to my tribe. I'd love to talk more, but it is really time I got back to cooking. Speak with my wife, and I'm sure she will see you rewarded for your hard work. You may not be aware of this, but those from outside of our tribe seldom have a chance to speak with Daskar men. Usually we keep our men at home, but my husband's boots are so much better than anything I could make. I felt I would be depriving my customers if I did not give them the opportunity to sample his cooking. Regardless, it is time I got back to work. Thank you for all you have done. Ugh. You boots, you lose. Were you able to find all three traders? A gift from Kakol, freshly extracted from a horse this morning. Procured by a skilled Daskar hunter, and given to you by Uto from Isar. Quite a selection indeed. Have you ever heard why the Gestir found at reunion? They say a Gestiri child died from an illness that would have been treatable with the right medicine. Alas, the Gestir had no means of procuring the cure at the time. As you say, there are plenty of other popular theories that may be true. The Gestir are hardly going to open their mouths and tell us which is correct after all. Not that it really matters a great deal. We owe them a huge debt regardless. Okay, let's go and get the other stuff over here. I mean, I would. If, you know, the enemy would actually drop it. Which of course they're not going to do, because it's RNG and RNG sucks. No. And then there's the other thing over here. You said there's a nice lady that would look after me? I will go and search for her now. By the way, have you seen any other children that look like me? Yes. Yes. I have had 3 children come saying that you sent them to me. I was only supposed to be looking after one today, but things have gotten quite lively. I never cease to be amazed by how friendly Zayla children are with each other. Tribal boundaries mean nothing to them. This group alone contains a pair of Hema twins, a Baliri girl and the Bayakuk child that was here from the start. Our tribes are also different. One of every 3 Hema pregnancies resulted in twins just like these two. Bayakut women have a tradition of taking multiple husbands, and the Bolir support themselves by collecting dung, drying it and turning it into charcoal, which they then sell to other tribes. They've all been brought up so differently, and yet they get along so well. Some days I wish we adults could behave the same. Regardless, that is of no concern to a traveler such as yourself. Thank you for your help. Hello again, then. Jabay has told me everything. I hear you're going to procure some beast fat. A vicious chunk of fat torn from its rightful owner. Excellent, so let's present this to the Castir, as Jabay suggested. And earn their trust. A wise decision. You would do well to follow my advice if you wish to trade here. What do we talk about, you ask? Nothing especially interesting. He merely gave me some guidance as to how I could secure permission to trade here. Speaking of which, thank you for gathering the steppe Gedanfet. Could you give it to Katotat for me? There's something else that requires my attention. That's unsure as to why you visited. Show her you mean well by handing over the steppe Gedanfet. It's flabbergasted. You wonder if her reaction has something to do with the advice Jabay gave to what's his face? Clodagh gives the sticky animal fat back to you. Seems she wants you to talk with Reunion's Han about what Jabay said to Gascon. Let's go and get this guy. You can tell from the timidness of Kaishan's nod that he is worried about something. Points to the north. The haste with which he extended his arm suggests there is something in that direction which requires your attention. The Han is waiting to see how you will act. The Han gazes upon you as if he is staring into your very soul. Seems he wishes you to grant him your succor. How will you respond? Give him a quizzical look. Show him yourself. Nod. The Han nods at you approvingly. Seems you have earned his trust. The Han points to the northeast. It appears there is something in that direction he would like you to investigate. Okay, I really this is quite a culture which I struggle with. This would appear the area the Han bid you visit. You decide to wait for a while and see if anything happens. Came after all. Do you have the weapons? Yes. You can be certain this will allow me... You're certain this will allow me to trade in your reunion? Certainly. The Castir are indebted to us. They'll listen to anything we ask of them. And have permission to trade in no time. All I ask is that you sell your weapons to us first. All of them. I'm especially interested in the bombs you foreigners make. But bombs? Well, I have some. That I use for mining, not war. I don't have a great many either. None of that matters. Just give me everything you got, you fool. You will go back to your wretched homeland and bring more. Are you positive you've been telling me the truth this whole time? Well, then I I talked to the Aura in Reunion. They told me everything, everyone there was equal and at peace. And you would monopolize all the weapons I have for sale. You also claim the Castir will listen to anything you say. Yeah, like you say, and I know full well they do not listen to anyone. I was wrong to call you fool earlier. You have a bit of knowledge beneath that thick skull of yours, I see. Now I've got onto my plan. There's no reason to continue the ruse. We need your bombs to become the dominant tribe. Now hand them over, you cur. Incoming! Time to get yourself bonked by the darkest of nights. Go and do one of these on your face. Lynn, please accept my apologies. You told me I had to come alone. Jabay, I knew you were foolish, but I never imagined you were so far beyond redemption. I not know what else. I'm sorry we had to involve you in this adventure. However, your efforts helped us save Reunion from greater harm. I'll make sure the Gessi Han is informed of events. Imagine he will be keen to see Jabei is punished for his crimes. How did things come to this? The Gessi may be the most skilled at hunting, but they are ultimately at the mercy of their weapons. There's a limit to what one can obtain on the Azim steppe. No doubt they have long wondered how they could accomplish what they could accomplish were they able to get their hands on weapons from faraway lands. Jabei is one of the most radical Gessi I have had the misfortune of meeting. He harbors an intense hatred for the larger tribes such as the Ardakim and the Yungid. His plan was to use foreign tools to demonstrate the Gessi's supposed superiority. I did not ask for any of this. I simply wanted to sell my wares and I might make a living for myself. Do not involve me in your tribal feuds. You clearly still don't understand just why you are hated so in Reunion. Think back to that fat Jabei had you procure to turn into oil for Reunion's lamps. What do you think happens when bombs are set off near oil? I mean, the same actions were endangering the very lives of those who live in Reunion? I understand Kotoda's reluctance now. She foresaw that the trade of foreign weapons would bring only conflict to Reunion. It would have been irresponsible of her to allow me to trade with the Zella there. Everything is clear. There's little reason for me to stay any longer. Allow me to apologize for all the trouble I have caused so far. You are handed a vellum covered with Gastiri markings. Points in the direction Gascot headed. It seems she would have you present the vellum to him. Look at these trees. Oh, thank you so much. That was near the end of me. I must thank Hai-san as well for sending help. I'm quite impressed that you understood that you were needed here. Working out exactly what the Castiri are trying to communicate is never easy. I believe all words to be lies and as such never open their mouths. However, they are both loyal and honest. That is why so many are more than happy to do business with him. Tell Hai-san that I'll be along shortly. I will set off as soon as I have reloaded my cart. The tension has finally left Kaishan's oh-so-expressive face. You take note of the message of thanks relayed via his warm gaze. Ah, Lynn, I just finished saying farewell to that group of bomb dance fans. Stamped slip of vellum that grants its owner permission to trade in Reunion. Could it be? This is the very vellum required to trade in Reunion. But why would Kotoda see fit to bestow this honor upon me? My near bungle almost set Reunion ablaze. Guess you didn't sell any bombs. I guess you acknowledged your mistake. Yeah. Ah yes, first you thought that my wares would enrich their lives, while knowing nothing of their culture and customs. It's obvious to me now that... Jeez. Sometimes, you know, something just like pops into your throat and then you just can't speak anymore. It's obvious to me just now just why they place their faith in their actions. Their gesture has made me feel genuine joy for the first time in a long while. And whilst I would love nothing more than to begin training right away, I must make one more trip back to our office in Kugane first. You'd have a good think about what I should sell here. I'm inclined to believe food, spices, and seeds of plants suited to the local climate would go down well. I'm sure Kotoda would appreciate such things being traded in Reunion. I'll return as soon as I'm ready. This region is so different to anywhere I've been, and that is precisely what makes it fascinating. However, there are still countless people out here, out there who have no understanding of its culture. Just like me when I first arrived here. What's more, if traders such as myself descend upon Reunion in droves, the Castere will doubtless struggle to keep them under control. That is why I must return, to give back to this land that has taught me so much. I owe a great debt to both to the Castere and to you, Lyn. I truly hope I see you again in Reunion someday. Right. Yes, I have a chair. Could I ask for your help? I have no one else to turn to. I've searched all over the Azim Steppe for a single flower. Someone told me that it was sold in Reunion, but I've had no luck here either. Could you search for this flower for me? It should not be a dangerous task by any means. No, I should not lie, least of all to a visitor to our land. It will be a job fraught with peril. For the only way to obtain a flower I require is by selling a purple. If you are willing to help, you should be able to find some north of here. Please, slay 3 of them and bring back their flowers. Purple rain, purple rain. Whoopsie, that was the wrong button. I have so much freaking pieces of material. No, I kind of use this to me. Able to get 3 of the flowers? A foul-smelling herb. Oh my, that stench! Ugh, quite ghastly indeed. Suppose I should tell you just why I needed these flowers. I belong to the Ardekin, the largest of the Zela tribes. Recent events have led me to... Recent events have led to me being considered as a future Han. The position brings with it much power and pleasures, but by the same token it has given rise to bitter and bloody rivalries. My older brother was a candidate before me, but after no less than 8 attempts on his life, he vanished with nary a trace. In his absence I have risen in the line of succession, meaning I am now the marked man. Ugh, don't ask for this. Alas, wishing that it were not so, will not stay the daggers in the dark. That is why I sought out these foul-smelling flowers, the ward of would-be assassins. And thanks to your help, I may enjoy a moment's respite. In the meantime, I will set about finding a permanent solution to my problem, that is finding my brother. Adgirak. Unless I do so, there will be no peace for me, save in death. That is pretty dang shitty. Right, 65, execute quest 66. Why do I know that name? The Adkira. Or Adkirak? Yeah. I feel like I recognize that name. Which is, you know, intriguing considering the fact that it's not particularly a simple name. Tell me, are you an experienced hunter? I was told today that I need to go and clean the altar to the west. However, when I visited the area earlier, it was surrounded by beasts. Please go to Shaka Zo and slay any gaunt Gedan you find. I cannot complete my duties without your help. Tell me, have you ever made cheese before? I make my living selling lanolin at market, but sales have been poor of late. It was when things could not get any worse that the elder gods told me to make cheese using sheep's milk collected by an adventurer. I have a feeling that adventure may be you. Imagine the key to making good cheese lies in the quality of the milk used. Take this can with you and ask Sukage if you may milk a sheep. Could I ask you to help with repairing our tent? The center pillar propping it up has been steadily weakening over the years, over the recent months, and jeez, and I worry it will not hold out much longer. However, the other day I noticed that there is a perfectly good pillar just south of here. You'll find it amongst the remains of a Kakol tent destroyed by the Buddha. Hello there, adventurer. There's something I would ask of you if you have the time. My brother spoke with the Utgan for the first time today. The other gods declared that he must collect his own weight in grass from the fields to the southwest. However, that field is home to many a deadly beast. I want nothing more than to check on his safety, but the gods have said I must cook our family's meals today. My brother should still be gathering grass to the southwest. Please go and check on him for me. Would you happen to be headed in the direction of that mountain to the west? There are some bones up there that I need to collect, but I cannot get past all the Shuwu that nest in the area. I mean them no harm, yet they think I am trying to steal their eggs. Barely escaped with my life the last time. If you're up to the task, I would have you collect 4 bones for me. I'm worried that if I try to go there again, I will not be as lucky as I was previously. Why is that so far away? You want to milk my sheep? I see. Kota needs milk now, does she? By all means, have a look around. Have a look for a sheep that seems to be in seems to be in need of a good milking. Search for a sheep that sounds ready to be milked and fill up the empty milk can. Anybody need to go milking? Bah. How exactly would I do that? Oh, preach wow, really? Approach a sheep that looks like they could use a good milking. Bah. One of them seems to be on the floor, so I take it that this is the one. No? Such a sheep that sounds ready to be milked and filled. Yeah, sounds ready to be milked. Like, how in the fuck do I know a sheep that is ready to be milked? What the fuck? Or is it really just in this freaking group over here somewhere? What do you fucking mean? Whatever, I'll just go and do this first. It's just easy. It's just kill enemy. Thank you. I only let down my guard for a moment, but it was more than enough time for those creatures to attack. You do not need to accompany me the rest of the way. It is time I proved myself strong enough to carry out what the gods asked of me on my own. Alright, so do you know if there's a sheep that there's a single ba from this guy? No? How about this guy? Not yet ready, what the fuck? Ba ba ba! You just did 3 bars. There we go. Gaming, my friends. This is gaming right here. Oh well. A ruined tent. The Bridge of the Hyrule Warriors. That's a pretty good one. You know, Hyrule Warriors, which is a game I'm streaming in a week. For your viewing pleasure. More. Easy peasy. So many beast bones. I got the entire map right away. Okay. Son of a bitch. Whenever I see them, I'm like, yep. Gotta get him. You have already slayed the creatures. It seems I made the right decision for asking for you for help. Thank you for everything, kind adventure. Please take this as a token of my thanks. I'm currently training to be an Utgan myself, though I am still lacking in experience. I look forward to the day when I'm able to pray for you. Were you able to fill the can I gave you? Yes, this should do more than should be more than sufficient than enough. I was actually just visited by a trader looking for someone to supply him with cheese for his stall. I went ahead and agreed to trade him with my first batch as soon as it was ready. I must go and express my gratitude. Yes, to the Utgan. The gods always seek to guide us down the right path, but we would not be able to hear them were it not for the Utgan's help. I am, of course, also indebted to you. The gods may have guided you here, but it was you who chose to listen to my plea. Take this as a symbol of my gratitude. Able to find a pillar. Propped up a cockle tent in days gone by. Oh, thank you. This should hold on for many a year yet. We never lack for wool to make tent covers, but finding solid tree trunks to serve as pillars is not quite as straightforward. You have truly done us a great service. Thank you. Thank you for your help. My brother is returned at last. We Mol consider the other gods' orders to be absolute. We must follow them, even if it means endangering our lives. It's a small token of thanks for my brother and I. And you have a request. Allow me to thank you once again for helping my brother. Would you be able to aid my sister as well? Our family is somewhat troubled. The gods told her to go and gather water from the river to the west. However, many beasts lurk in the area. I worry if she will be set upon as my brother was. Yet again, I am unable to accompany her as the other gods have given me my own work. Could I ask you to check on her in my stead? She should still be gathering water to the west. Glad to see you remain uneaten. Did you get your hands on the bones? Yes, I did. Ah, yes, this thicker one belongs to a stepjaw. And this one is the ankle bone of a gula gula. Oh my, a bar's bone. Thank you, adventurer. I shall turn these into dice, so that I may perform divinations. I am so busy with my work that I do not have the time to visit the Urgan. Maybe primitive, but using dice allows me to continue to consult with the elder gods. Please, you have to help me. I have broken the gifts I was supposed to give to my soon-to-be husband's family. I need to fix them as soon as possible. I require a mata-mata shell and claw. However, I am incapable of obtaining them myself. What is more, they must be taken from a mata-mata matron, a creature which is seldom seen, though there is a way to draw one out in the open. Slay several mata-mata and one will appear eventually. I was told to marry my husband by the other gods themselves. This marriage must go ahead. Okay. Could I ask you to accompany me while I go shopping? Okay. Yurkan told me I am to go shopping with an adventure today. Meet me in a reunion if you have the time. Why are you making me run so far away? You there, you look like you have slain a beast or two. I was told today by the Udgan that the gods want me to slay a beast by the dusk throne. However, I've never even killed an insect, and I'm certainly far too weak to take on any of the creatures that dwell near the dusk throne. Why did the gods ask this of me? Could you say the creature in my stead? The Utkan did not specify that the beast need to be slain by my hand. Please, go to the dust throne and slay any beast you find. You are my only hope. I've heard you successfully followed in Bardam's footsteps. This must mean you are capable of flight, yes? Because I require the aid of such an individual. My sheep has fallen ill, and I need the eggs of a mushubu in order to treat her. However, I cannot obtain one of their eggs on my own. Mushubu build their nest in high places, and I am yet to conquer Bardam's metal. Please, bring me 3 eggs. My flock's lives depend on them. Alright, man, look at this. Like, what the fuck? Actually, I just noticed that the episode is long enough. I hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode we're going to go and deal with well, more quests in the Asm stuff. We'll see how far we can get. I have no idea. This is not just Fred, it's Aladair Lounge. Son of a bitch. Anyway, goodbye.